I want Hanako to like step out of their room and be like, I heard everything. And I'm aroused. Oh, whoa, hold on there. After being woken up by a sound, I opened my eyes with a measure of reluctance. We weren't that loud. Like, literally, Lilly didn't make any noises. Which is good for me, because when I'm recording them, then I don't have to be all cringy and make Lilly diddly noises. But I really do still want to make Lilly diddly noises. Turning my head to the left, I find that the rain outside sweeps against the windows loudly. Spray after... what the hell? Spray after wind... What? Dude, my brain is malfunctioning already. I don't understand the sentence. Hold on. Spray after wind-blown spray. Okay, now I understand. I just had to continue on with the sentence. Lashes against the grass. Or glass, not... It's already a mess. As if it's trying its hardest to make up for the summer's previous heat. Oh god, wait. Hold on, let me go back. So, is this cold rain or that humid ass rain? Fuck that. I sit up in the futon, holding the back of my neck to try and subdue the pain from my awkward sleeping position. By all accounts, I should be lamenting the turn in the weather, given that this is our last day here. The events of yesterday refuse to stop flooding my mind, though. The feeling of holding Lily's crying body in my arms, the rush of lust and hormones that flowed through as we spent the night together. It seems almost futile to try and rationalize everything that happened. Apparently Shizune has the best body in the game. I don't know. I mean... I have insider information. In an attempt to distract myself, I groan and lean over to retrieve my bag without standing, pulling out one bottle after another. Oh, thank God. I take the daily's regimen's worth of pills from their containers and swallow them without further ado. At least he fucking remembered, dude. I would not have... I don't want to deal with dying. It took a surprisingly short amount of time to get used to swallowing pills without water. That said, I suppose the same thing goes for getting used to us living in a school for disabled students. Remembering Yamaku, I became all the more grateful for having a chance to get away, even if it's just for the shortest of times. I appreciate the chance to spend time alone with Lilly and Hanako, but especially Lilly, away from the bustle of school life, even considering the latest complications. When your nose is like... I never thought I'd say it. But the idea of living away from the city in a nice, tranquil area is an inviting one. It's a thought that barely a year ago would have seemed simply ludicrous. A flash of pink. No doubt Hanako's gown. Uh-oh. Peeks from around the corner. Realizing I must have looked a sight since I've only just woken up, I slap the remaining pills into my mouth and run a hand through my hair. Ugh. Nothing. That's all that comes out. Good morning, Hisao. Good. What? I replied, and we're completely forgetting I'm in the middle of swallowing a particularly large pill. Oh, that's what that was? Hold on. There you go. Perfect. Coughing and sputtering, I violently gag on it. Dude, Hanako nearly murdered me without doing anything. Hisao. After sputtering loudly and tapping my chest a couple times to force it down, I managed to recover. Oh, that was a horse pill. I almost died. What an ironic death. That not my heart would kill me, but my brain from the swallowing and the trying to talk while swallowing. I'm fine. Sorry, I forgot I was swallowing. He forgot it. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I hold my hand up, gesturing for Hanako to stop. I gagged. It's my fault. Morning, Hanako. She pauses a moment before bowing in reply. Staggering in behind Hanako is the familiar figure of Lilly, also dressed in her pajamas, with her eyes full of sleep and her hair bedraggled. She's a sight to behold. Hi, Lilly. Good morning, Hisao. For a while, a silence hangs in the air as neither of us knows what to do. Given what happened last night, well, we both have more than enough of a reason to be finding the situation awkward. Just how are we meant to react to each other? The meeting each other after something like diddly. The best course of action would probably be to talk to Lilly alone to set things in order. I feel like we said our feelings and everything. I feel like all that's just there. It's out in the open. We are what we are now. We're a thing. I'll start making breakfast. As I just rubbed Hanako, just weirdly by accident. Dude. Lilly evidently catches on to my train of thought. I'll help. Hanako, could you set the table? She nods, her head disappearing into the cupboard as she quickly goes about her assigned task. I rub a little more sleep out of my eyes as I wander over to the fridge and take out some milk. Oh yeah, I love me some milk. And Lilly grabs various brightly colored boxes from some of the lower cupboards to my side. While we make the rather bland-looking meal, I whisper somewhat more quietly than usual. Knowing Lily's hearing, she won't have any trouble catching what I had to say. I could probably, talk as quietly as possible, and she would probably still hear. I like me being over here while she's over here. Are you okay, Lilly? After last night. She gives a delicate nod, her expression weak. Though her tiredness surely plays a part, she seems genuinely unsure about what's happened between us and how to move ahead. What do you mean? I thought we became a couple. I thought that was clear. Yeah, we kind of, we might have jumped the gun a little, but that, it's fucking 2020. You can do whatever the hell you want. I mean, not in this time, but I can't say I blame her, considering my feelings are the same. I'm sorry, Hisao. I wasn't thinking straight yesterday. I never stopped to consider you or Hanako, and I even went as far as... She's winding herself up, with her hands and voice both tightening. I give her a gentle bump to try and lighten up the situation. You don't have to apologize. I said I liked you as well, after all. See? But I... As her composure begins to falter, it becomes obvious there's no alternative. Oh, turning to Lilly, I gently embrace her tall frame. She offers no resistance at all, thankfully pulling back just from the edge of her emotions. Despite our reassuring embrace lasting only a matter of seconds, I notice Hanako wordlessly watching. The plate in her hand hovers inches above the table, her action halted midway by the sight. God, we're just all awkward. I get it, but and it's rainy. Dude, I'm gonna go out in that rain. I don't even care. Be better than being awkward. The clatter of utensils against plates is the only sound to be heard as we silently eat. Hold on, what are we eating? We eating like a Western-style breakfast? Whereas before only two of us may have been unsure of ourselves, the entire situation has changed. After weeks of blissful friendship, whiling away the days with shared meals and chatter with little meaning, the relationship of Lilly and me, that all of us, has irreversibly changed. I can't take this. Lilly, She solemnly nods, gently laying her spoon onto the plate in front of her. Neither of us knows exactly how we regard each other, let alone how Hanako would view us. Oh my God. This might seem abrupt, but I've confessed to Hisao. Dude, the rain is lighting up. For a moment, Hanako looks almost confused. Precisely the reaction I thought she would have. She eventually nods, her spoon still in her mouth as she does. Did, did you accept? I did, yes. She gives a smile so large and so earnest that I find myself blushing. I think it's the brightest I've ever seen her expression look. Then I'm happy. I'm really, really happy. See? We didn't have to be weird about it. I'm sorry for not telling you anything about it before. Things have been... Hanako shakes her head from side to side emphatically, apparently forgetting in her rush that Lilly couldn't possibly notice. She begins fiddling with her fingers, looking a little more nervous than she did before. To be honest, I began to think you might like each other a while ago. At first, I didn't really know what to think about it, but I decided that in the end, if my friends are happy, then I'm happy. Oh, I want to give Hanako the biggest hug. She's so adorable. I was really glad to have another friend when we met Hisao. So you finding love through him is even better, right? A feeling of relief of her acceptance of our relationship falls over me like a wave. The same happens to Lilly, judging by her expression. Thank you, Hanako. I really appreciate you being so understanding. Lily's voice still sounds slightly apologetic, or at least unsure. This doesn't escape Hanako, who appears lost in thought for a few moments before turning to me. Isao, do you mind if Lilly and I go outside for a bit? No, feel free, it's fine. Hanako? Okay, bye. Hanako gets up from her seat, taking Lily's hand and almost dragging her from the table in excitement. Considering Lily's typically slow and steady pace, Hanako's haste makes her footing awkward, and she almost loses her balance a couple times. Honestly, it's a pretty amusing sight, leaving me wordless as I watch them disappear out the door. It's only now that I realize the rain stopped. Okay, so the rain did stop. Being replaced by a sky seemingly all the more vivid and bright to make up for the morning's drab, gray expanse. For Hanako, this must be a pretty big revelation. Lilly and I are really the only people she associates herself with, almost as if we were parents in her own stead. I suppose that might well be the best way to describe the relationship we share. A father, mother, and daughter. That's kind of weird. All playing around in our little make-believe family as if it could last forever. I don't consider Hanako our daughter. I don't know. Is Lilly best mommy? I guess she would be. It might be a strange dynamic, and one that certainly can't last for long, but maybe, just for this one small moment, it's okay. As I stand from the table and go to join Lilly and Hanako in the fields outside, I nod to myself in affirmation. She thought they wanted to talk to themselves. Like, why am I going? This one small moment of happiness, no matter how brief, will last with me, with all of us, forever. Okay, bye. Oh, yeah. Am I taking a bath or something? Submerged deep in hot water. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's nice to take a bath every now and then. Prefer showers because I ain't got time, but I let out a drawn-out sigh, and it escapes my lips. The feeling of seemingly every muscle in my body relaxing is euphoric. I have no idea how long it's been since I had a genuine hot bath, but right now I can hardly be bothered trying to remember. Maybe I'm giving the simple fact that for once I get to have a real bath more credit than it's due. It's the chance to just calm down, allow myself to unwind, and have some time to myself is a welcome one. Hanako and Lilly and I wandered around outside, exploring the extent of the surprisingly large tract of land surrounding the house. Then we spent the majority of the afternoon resting, watching TV, reading, and playing cards. It may not have been the most exciting finale to the trip, but such tranquil peacefulness is something to savor, even after we return to the school tomorrow. I think I'll remember this little house in Hokkaido for a long time. It's not like we can't go back. It's a pity we only have a couple more hours to spend here before going to get the train back. All I could do is yawn contentedly while I watch the steam slowly rising from the clear water's placid surface. My eyes eventually locked onto the ceiling. Our exams are imminent. I almost said intimate. Our exams are very intimate. I barely studied at all for them. Man, fuck studying. I'm glad I never had to study. All that brain information retained. See, my brain's not so bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Because it makes me say random shit for no reason. But it holds information well. On top of that, I don't even know what I'll do after graduation. Passing exams is all well and good, but to what end? Also now, of all times, I'm getting into a relationship. It's a whole insane time. What the hell am I doing? ... I guess I shouldn't think like that. What's done is done, and maybe this could be viewed as just another aspect of my new life that I'm working on. I enjoy being with Lilly, and there's more to life than just school and a career after all. They're very important, though. As I busily attempt to rationalize all that's happened, I hear a series of raps on the door. Oh, Jesus. I pick myself up and sit upright, trying to figure out the source. They're 3, no more, no less. Light yet assertive in their tapping, and timed regularly enough to tune a metronome. I'd be extremely surprised if it wasn't Lilly. May I come in? I mean, sure, you've seen me naked before. Yeah, it's Lilly. I'm still in the bath. I'll be out in a second. I know. Oh, the voice coming from the other side of the door freezes me as the music dies. After a second's thought, I rest on the side of the bath and let my arms dangle over the side. Despite trying my best to play it off, I can't help letting my mind wander. Sure, come in, I guess. With that, she opens the door, slowly walking into the room and closing it behind her. She looks oddly calm, countering my racing heart. Hey, Lilly. Well, she can't see. I'm good. Dude, even I forgot. I think you don't forget, really. Like, she's blind, but like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, she's coming in, and your body reflexively is like, shit, someone's gonna see me naked. But she literally can't see you naked. So it's like, so now I'm fine. We're cool. Do you mind if I take a bath with you? I don't have a problem with it. I don't mind. Go ahead. Man, he played that off real cool. With a small nod, she begins to lift her sweater off her shoulders, baring her chest little by little. God damn. He didn't even hesitate. There was no stuttering. There was nothing. He was like, sure, I'll go. It's fine. I could do that for you, if you like. God, what is this man? Refused. Man, get fucked. Why? Dot. A little blush. Her face shows she's still not overly comfortable with letting me attend to her. Can't say I blame her. She continues undressing, her skirt and shirt falling to the floor and leaving her in her white lace bra and panties. Eventually, she stands bare in the center of the room. Compared to last time, it's a lot easier to take in her entire figure. It's a wonderful sight. Hisao? You're thinking perverted thoughts, aren't you? Give me a break! You're undressing in front of me. What do you want? Oh, man! She furrows her brow in thought. She's like, I just wanted a bath. Jesus. I guess this would be somewhat more erotic for you than me. Why? Oh. God damn it! She gives a small, lighthearted chuckle, which seems to settle her nerves a little. If this is too much for you, Hisao, I can come back later. No, this is fine. I'm just, just a bit, well, you're really beautiful, you know? Ah! My earnest comment draws a vivid red blush from Lily. Look at it. Hisao. I give a small grin. She's cute when she's taken off guard. In any case, may I come in? Sure. Hanako's just watching, she like turns into a weirdo for some reason. And I mean a actual weirdo. I lean forwards and take her soft hands in mine, helping her over the side of the bath. She feels out the side of the bathtub, then slowly lowers herself in. My breath catching when she sits and leans her back onto my front, her legs inside mine. I'd expected her to sit at the other end. Nope. Not this time. Oh shit, we actually get oh. Is this turning into a thing? I feel like this is turning into a thing. God damn it, dude. See, you can tell it might turn into a thing because it literally says, I mean, I'm face zooming this, but he literally says he's struggling to control his urges, but the CG shows he has literally just let his urges take control. I'm leaving. I'm getting out of here. You guys don't get this. I didn't expect another one so fast. Why you do this to me, Blizzard? Man, I still appreciate how the H scenes are literally like 5 minutes. It's like one and done. And by one, I mean multiple, apparently, in this case. Hanukkah, we only had one. One very, very awkward H scene. Remember when I called it short and sweet? That was more of a metaphor rather than actually what it was. The H scene length was short and sweet, not the awkwardness. But these really, these ones aren't awkward, so, and they're still like 5 minutes. I love it. After a chaotic dash to the station and finding our seats in the otherwise deserted carriage, we promptly crashed. Looking at the time, close to midnight, it's a little surprise that few take this particular train. Hanako's fast asleep on Lily's shoulder, and I can only barely muster the energy to stay awake. The excitement we had a while ago probably didn't help. Oh, hey. I'd probably be pretty depressed about going back to school if my brain was actually working. Man, was this me? As it is, though, the sight of the nighttime scenery scrolling on by is surprisingly beautiful. I like, if you could even see, like, you could see sorta, but my loud yawn is nearly wholly drowned out by the clacking of the train tracks and the old carriages rattling. Oh, I'm so tired. How's that fake yawn? And whose fault is that, Hisao? Look, alright? She really does toe the line between insulting and amusing sometimes, though I managed to wring out a wary smile. I look back out the window, my reflection just visible on the clear pane. Truth be told, she's perfectly correct. If it weren't for that little interlude a few hours ago, both of us would have a lot more energy. I love whenever they're like, man, we're so exhausted from the diddly earlier. I love when it does that in any game. I don't know why. On top of that, we both had to take another bath. They're very nearly making us late for the train's departure. I don't think I'd want to bathe in that. Do you mean bathe as in shower or bath? What, brain? Yeah, it was mine. Still, getting into a bath with a guy? Now that's a dangerous thing to do. It was you. Evidently. Sorry, I guess I kind of took advantage of the situation back there. I told you, man, the urges, they didn't... Well, I didn't exactly hate it. As she trails off, I look back to her. My eyes narrow as I see her slightly reddened cheeks and small grin, her mind obviously elsewhere. Say it. I knew the possibility of it happening was there. I knew it. You're just as dirty-minded as I am, and she was giving me shit. She quickly coughs into her free hand, making her disapproval crystal clear. That's a rather crude way of putting it. Oh, look at the little pouty pout. Oh, and you would suggest? I merely have a healthy adolescent sex drive. So, in other words, dirty-minded. Boom. Almost seeming to sense the moment, Hanako mumbles quietly as she furrows her brow in Lily's lap. Shut up. Lily's look of disapproval melts away as she gently smiles and strokes her hand on Hanako's long, dark hair. All I can do is watch and smile. Our daughter's beautiful, isn't she? If someone were to ask me when I fell in love with her, I wouldn't be able to answer. The best I'd be able to come up with is it all just happened at some point, but I didn't realize it. If someone were to ask me why I love her, though, then I could answer much more easily. You really love Hanako, don't you? She gives a deep nod, smiling warmly. Okay, oh wait, hold on. It's a pity we had to return to school. She seemed to relax so much while we were all away. Why would I just change the topic? That's weird. I feel like we're talking about Hanako, so let's talk about Hanako. Like, so about school. I mean, I guess she did. You know, I get, but we're mostly on the Hanako subject. Let's just talk about Hanako. Oh, I wouldn't worry. Hanako's been gaining confidence thanks to you. At least for as long as I've known you two. She's doing, you know. She gives a self-deprecating sigh. I think I merely provided her with company and support. Since she came to know you, she's opened up much more, even to me. I get the feeling she's understating her influence on Hanako, especially given that before the two of them came to know each other, Hanako had literally no friends. The friends I'd had in my previous school fulfilled what I'd expected of them, for the most part simply being there for idle chatter, but in Hanako and Lilly there really feels to be more to their relationship. A part of me envies it, but another can't ignore the fact that the school year will eventually end. After graduation, I really have no idea what Hanako will do. She'll be fine. This trip has shown me just how much we've all come to depend on one another. Indeed, we're all going to have to make decisions. Maybe that's the reason why, despite our return to school, also heralding the return of the normalcy of everyday life, I can't help feeling a little restless. On the bright side, it won't take long for the summer holidays to arrive after our exams are finished. We could come back here during the summer holidays if you want. For a moment she thinks on the notion, her face becoming somewhat distant. I can only guess she's reflecting on all that's happened here. That would be good, I think. I nod approvingly, smiling at her. Summer together with Lilly. Man, this idea seems like it's the perfect way to spend our holiday. Oh, are we gonna be there? Oh shit. The act 4, yeah, Act 4, which is what all of them have 4. That's what I think I was told. I don't even remember. But that was called Future. I'm frightened. After the excitement of our trip to Hokkaido, it seems strange to be right back to the usual daily routine so soon. Indeed, it feels like a normal day, the same as any other. Well, that's what I like to think anyway. To tell you the truth, the atmosphere of the class, no, the entire school has changed. While an undercurrent of subdued trepidation had previously pervaded the class, now that the exams are in sight, it's boiled over into frantic studying rarely seen otherwise. One day, until exams start, it's horrific, really, that instead of studying, we went and wasted our time up north. We were such model students, too. Oh, God. Glancing around the class, even the bubbly, ever-energetic Misha seems oddly deflated. She sits at her desk, nervously chewing a pen while Muto lectures from the front of the class. Wait, on closer inspection, I do believe she's eating it. Well, you know, it's Misha. She's a weirdo. We're just gonna dodge that. Tearing my eyes away from the sorry spectacle, I turned my attention elsewhere. You know, I'm not even surprised. Not even... Hanako sits frantically scribbling in her notebook, her face mere inches away from the page, seemingly trying to record every word that leaves Muto's mouth. Shizune's, well... Shizune. Cool as a cucumber. She sits diligently taking notes with her attention wholly focused on the front of the class. Truth be told, it's what I should be doing as well, if not for the fact that I feel like I have a pretty good handle on what's being covered already. You say that, but then we're going to get to the exams, and then it's going to be like, you only got a failure. Wow. Wonder how Lily's doing. While she does have a good head on her, she has plenty of on her plate like me, or unlike me. I have nothing. Her class representative duties, taking care of Hanako, her other social contacts, her extra English studies. Man, that girl really does take on a lot. Fuck that noise. I ain't about that life. The lunchtime bell rings and brings a sigh of relief from the entire class, Muto being no exception. Oh, thank God. I get the feeling that he much prefers the more laid-back atmosphere of his normal classes to the frantic pace of exam preparation that we're being subjected to right now. Hick-chan! Oh, Jesus. Help me! I lower my eyelids to half-mast, making clear my intention of doing quite the opposite. Help me, help me, help me! Not going well, huh? Shik-chan's going to be fine, but I think I might die. Am I going to die, Hick-chan? Will you let me die from all this work? Oh, how mauled, and given that she's neither the brightest student in the class nor the most diligent, it isn't a great surprise that she's finding it hard to cope with the workload. Sorry, Misha, but I got my own work to do. I thought you and Shizune would be studying together over the long weekend anyway. Studying's too boring to waste on a holiday, Hick-chan. Shopping together was much more fun, wasn't it, Chick-chan? It's only now that I realize Shizune's been looking over to us, and that Misha's arms have been moving likely all this time. I must have zoned out and not to have noticed. Or you're just so used to Misha signing that it's like expected, so your brain just kind of, just assumes it's happening. What is it with girls and shopping? Even Lilly and Hanako have dragged me out with them a couple times. But you went anyway? It's so rare to see a guy that likes going shopping. I mean, my role would probably be best described as pack mule. I can't say I share your enthusiasm about the whole experience. Anywho, back to exams. You studied after you got back from the days off, didn't you, Shizune? Of course, Hick-chan. It's only sensible to study in the days before... Misha makes a sound vaguely similar to a dying cow as she realizes her folly and unceremoniously flops onto her desk, betrayed even by her best friend. Man, that's like top 10 anime betrayals. Judging from Shizune's quite frustrated look at Misha, She probably told her to study as she did. Don't you worry. You can still gain some grades if you start studying now. Maybe. Misha does not seem overly amused. It seems the bubbly balloon, I almost said baboon. I mean, with how loud she can get. The bubbly balloon of everlasting cheerfulness has been crudely popped. ... Oh my god, what the shit did you do? Shizune's signing goes unnoticed by the moping Misha, earning her a quick poke in the shoulder. It barely takes a moment for Misha to get back into form. So what did you do over the weekend, Hick-chan? Just took a trip up north with Lilly and Hanako. It was pretty nice. We had a bath. I mean, what? I see both of them narrowing their eyes at me. Their mind surely in the gutter. I mean, they're not wrong. Oh no, hopefully they're not thinking about threesomes. Because that in fact did not happen. And if that did, that would probably have been very awkward. The fact that their suspicions are founded makes the situation all the more awkward. We just studied and went sightseeing. There's nothing more to it. See, I bet you he sounds like, he's really bad at lying. So, or his voice makes him sound as if he's trying to cover something up. Right? He needs more monotone to, actually do that. God damn it. I would not be able to lie. I'd be like, yeah, we did. No, I wouldn't. Not in front of Shizune. No, fuck that, dude. After such a flagrant lie, or flagrant lie, not fragrant, that's different. I realized that it may not have been the best step considering Shizune's connections and her total lack of restraint when it comes to questioning someone she suspects of telling untruths. I really have no idea how she's going to take it, but she'll find out eventually anyway. It isn't as if it's really her business with whom I date, I guess. And yes, Lilly and I are going out now. While Misha receives the news with an enthusiastic smile, Shizune gives a look of mild surprise, somewhat masked by her cool demeanor. Just, whoever you date is your business. I hope you two go along well. Oh, well, Misha gives a look that says that this is the most quarter I could possibly receive on the matter. It's all I really wanted anyway. After she says this, though, Shizune begins to sign something else, then stops herself and shakes her head at Misha to prevent her from translating. Wee-woo? Wait, hold on. Normally I'd think this strange enough, but the awkwardly casual wave Shizune gives before walking off with Misha in tow adds to my confusion. Shizune's hardly the kind of person to pull a punch or communicate without forethought. I shrug my shoulders at the duo's odd behavior and look towards Hanako's desk, but see that her chair's empty. And she was definitely here before, so I guess she just didn't feel like waiting. Guess I'll grab some food alone then. Dude, these pictures, man, get me every single time. I don't like them. Like, imagine you're in a school and you're just like walking up, and you just look at this fucking picture. You would be terrified. You'd be like, where am I? Am I in like some weird prison? Some art prison? Art prison? What does that even mean? I don't understand.